Straight young men, remember them? Still important despite what Democrats will tell you. And New York University professor Scott Galloway says that they might be Kamala's Achilles heel.
What I think wins or loses this election, Joy, is ironically, whose vision for masculinity wins here. They're moving away from the Democratic Party because, quite frankly, they don't feel seen. If you go to the DNC's website, it says explicitly who we serve. And it lists 16 demographic groups that, as far as I can tell, cover about 75% of the population. The Democratic Party right now is facing the same issue that many universities in the DEI apparatus has seen, and that is when you're explicitly advocating for 75% of the population, are you advocating and representing them, or are you discriminating against the 25%?
Well, they love discriminating against all kinds of groups. He's not wrong, of course. Young men across the entire globe have shifted to the right in recent years, and President Trump is aware of that and capitalizing on it, meeting the demographic where they are by sitting for interviews, unlike Kamala, with, for example, the Paul brothers and Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn, Lex Friedman, personalities that resonate with millions of young men, toxic though their masculinity may be. As for Kamala, let's just say that she has a different strategy.
She asked me to make the greens for a party every year. And I am not lying to you that I would make so many greens that I'd need to wash them in the bathtub. I'm telling you the truth. Okay, who do we have here? Hi, Evan. Nice to meet you.
Sorry.
No, you're working. You're working. This is all good. If you didn't, I'd be wondering, is he really working? What is that cake?
Caramel.
That's Chef Jay's. I want a slice of that. Caramel is like my favorite.
Not sure exactly what she's running. Maybe running for a talk show host or something like that.
Top Chef.
Now, maybe going to slide on Top Chef. Now, running a risk by ignoring it. It's look, they've demonized men, and in particular white men, and the word that most commonly precedes masculinity when you're talking to Democrats is the word toxic. And now they're shocked to learn that they don't have a lot of support among, in particular, young men.
It's not just the fact that there's a total vacuum of leadership or of goals for young men here. That is something straight out of The Handmaid's Tale. Are you kidding me? The woman that wants to be the first woman president in a kitchen talking about food, and she's allergic to talking about policy? I'm not kidding. It's making me a little Miss Hillary Clinton, because at least she would actually talk about the issues. The fact is,
and remember, Hillary said she didn't want to be making cookies in the White House.
Because she was an actual feminist, because this is just embarrassing. She will just let all of her male advisors, campaign by press release and by tweet and by statement to the journalists, while she could just go perform and be like their President Barbie, right?
Yeah.
It's beyond that. There's also the issue that if you look across demographics, races, age, all voters tend to have the same 2 to 3 issues prioritized, which is inflation, crime, immigration. Abortion, democracy, the only 2 things Democrats seem to care about talking about, and, this entire election cycle, rank dead last on the list. I think even after climate change. But they don't have a response to inflation because they created it. They don't have a response to the crime wave because they've made it worse. They don't have a response to the invasion at the southern border because they opened up the border. And that's why you're getting President Barbie with all of her male handlers when, quite frankly, we want to see a real boss. Show me the way a Nikki Haley campaigned for both men and women. Show me the way Hillary Clinton actually defended her record, because this is not it, and it certainly isn't feminist.
So it's abortion and democracy. Do they just want to abort Democrats? I'm curious about that, because that could change the vote right there. And Anna, do you miss Hillary Clinton's masculinity?
Yeah. I just want to know if all of Kamala's handlers are named Ken.